Well, by definition, a leader is a person who is in charge of a group, organization, or a country. And you don't need to run a corporation or a small business to be an effective leader. Virginia-based therapist and counselor Marianne Clyde is here with today on how you can excel in that kind of role, and we welcome her back to the show. Marianne, it's a pleasure. Thanks so much for coming in and braving the elements out there.
Yes,
we appreciate that.
Nasty out there.
It is an important topic.
Yes.
You say there is a lack of good leaders, good, strong leaders in our world today. Why is that?
Now, why it is, I just don't know, but it does seem like we're getting more and more reactive, more and more self-centered, more and more polarized in our thinking, and a leader needs to get grounded and rise above all that. I mean, you've seen the headlines. I mean, it's your job.
Every day.
And it's just crazy, the reactivity, and so of course, people are reactive, Congress is reactive, our workplace environments are reactive, we have people shooting each other in the workplace, we have people poisoning coffee pots in our workplace. We are all leaders.
And friends can be reactive as well.
Yes, they can. Families.
Families. Indeed.
Anybody celebrate the holidays recently?
Yes, we have. What are some of the elements that make up a good leader?
Well, first of all, I really think a leader needs to be totally grounded and secure in who they are. When you're secure in who they are, in who you are, all this stuff, all this external stimuli, the name calling, the threats, the people making stuff up about you, people accusing you about stuff, that's not going to throw you off balance, because people do that. We shouldn't be shocked.
Well, Marianne, but sometimes things that are hurled at you verbally, or maybe physically, that can get very personal, though. So it does affect you. You know, sticks and stones break my bones, but names will never hurt me. But sometimes names do hurt.
And the important thing for that is, because we're human, we're going to feel, we should acknowledge our feelings, but we shouldn't get sucked down that vortex of negativity. We have to recognize when we're triggered, need to take a deep breath, detach from the drama, and go, okay, what can I do now? Okay, they're going to call me names. That's irrelevant. That's their stuff, not mine. Could it ruin my reputation? Yeah, but that's not really, ultimately people are smart enough to see when there's vulgarities being spread around, when there's names.
But it's petty.
Very petty. I mean, in a lot of what we're seeing in the news these days, very petty.
Does it take practice to become a good leader, or are we born natural leaders?
You know, we might have certain characteristics when we're born, but I definitely think every person watching is a leader in some way. Somebody's watching you, no matter who you are. You don't really have to be the president or a leader of a country or even the CEO of a organization. You're being watched and you're being imitated. And are you being watched and imitated doing the things you want to do? Whether you're a parent or a CEO or a cashier at a supermarket, or it doesn't matter.
Seems like a lot of people have short fuses right now.
Yes, they do.
And what are some of the tips, advice that you have for somebody that might have those things hurled at them on a daily basis, instead of just reacting with their own verbal assault? What do you recommend for folks that are watching to become that leader?
Really important to understand human nature is reactive. So if you just understand that and expect it, that's one thing. The second thing is, and I'm so convinced it's tattooed on my wrist, is just breathe. It's principle 4.
Is it really?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Look at this. Yes. Just breathe. That is a visual reminder right there. That's
my go-to, because when you take a moment, remember when Mama used to say count to 10? She wasn't kidding. Once your brain is not functioning fully when the oxygen's not flowing. So deep breath, detach from the drama. That's not about me. Ask the positive question, what can I do to find a solution now?
Marianne, do people gravitate towards natural leaders when they see somebody that is grounded in this sea of just a lot of noise? But do people gravitate towards somebody like that?
I think they do. I also think people criticize people like that. So you shouldn't be surprised, because if you're grounded and you're not getting all caught up in the drama du jour, then you don't care, you're not paying attention.
Maybe.
Right, you don't, yeah. You're just not answering my question. Just, you know, so once somebody does learn to detach in a loving, healthy way, not a stomp out of the room sort of way, there's a way to do it. People are attracted to that, but again, if somebody wants to stir up drama, they're not going to like somebody who doesn't get stirred up.
Just look at your wrist, just breathe, or remember, Mom, just take a deep breath.
That's right.
Marion, it's great to see you.
Thanks so much for coming. Good to be here.